Alright guys, we've got a really fun conversion problem now. Not sarcasm. Once you get good at these, they are actually kind of fun. So what we're going to do is we're going to convert from 57 degrees Fahrenheit to degrees, or not even degrees, you don't have to say degrees with Kelvin, it's just Kelvin. So we start this off just like we start off everything. What are we given? In this case, we're given 57 degrees Fahrenheit. And what is it that we want? We're trying to get a temperature in Kelvin. Now, I would look for an equation that converts from Fahrenheit to Kelvin, and you realize that I haven't given you one. I've given you two equations to work with. One of them converts between Fahrenheit and Celsius, and the other converts between Celsius and Kelvin. But you don't have any that go directly from Fahrenheit to Kelvin. So here's what we've got to do. We've got to change that 57 degrees Fahrenheit to degrees Celsius, and then change that to degrees, or not degrees, just Kelvin, excuse me. Having trouble with that this morning. So first we write an equation that's going to allow us to change this first to degrees Celsius, then to Kelvin. So degrees Fahrenheit, that's 1.8 times the temperature in degrees Celsius plus 32. And notice again, I'm just writing the equation just as is. Now I'm going to substitute in what I know. I know the temperature in degrees Fahrenheit was 57. So I take 57 is equal to 1.8. And I'm just finishing out my equation. Now I'm going to subtract 32 from both sides. So 57 minus 32 gives you 25. And now, to finally find the temperature in degrees Celsius, I have to divide both sides by 1.8. So I take 25 divided by 1.8. And that's going to be 13.89. By the way, I have a calculator over here. I didn't just do that in my head. Don't be too impressed. So there's my temperature in degrees Celsius. Now you have to be careful here because people have a tendency to want to stop and say, yay, we're done. But we're not done yet. What we wanted was kelvins. Here we have degrees Celsius. So we're not quite there yet. So we need to keep working. And we need our other equation, our equation that converts between kelvins and Celsius. So if we're going to convert between those two, we need our equation that the temperature in degrees Celsius is equal to the temperature in Kelvin minus 273.15. Just like that. And now, just as I did with this other equation, I'm going to substitute in what I know. I know the temperature in degrees Celsius was 13.89. And then I finish my equation. Now, to get the Kelvin symbol by itself, I have to undo subtracting 273.15. So I have to add 273.15 to both sides. So I take 13.89 plus 273.15, and I get 287.04. So now I have a temperature in kelvins, which is what I'm looking for. So 57 degrees Fahrenheit must be the same as 287.04 Kelvin.